Okay, hi guys, good back here to talk about Kula. As mentioned in my previous video. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first off, game plan. Kula, basically you gotta win through fundamentals alone, basically. In other words, you're gonna win by being the better player. First and foremost, he can't hit you with no cheap air stuff. Like Kibu or Zebra, you know, he can't do it. Some people say this move's cheap, but we don't know about that. But it's not like the thing's armored. If it was armored, then yeah, I'd call it cheap. But yeah. Next. Yeah, so basically you gotta win by being the better player. Fundamentals, he's very good. His normals are really big, especially his mediums. He says mediums mostly. Look at this. You were standing medium, pretty huge. It's pretty huge. 2M especially, look at this. Yeah, medium, look at that. Let me see where this is. Oh, doesn't hit. So it probably hits. Look at that. Yeah. He's got really huge normals. His neutral in general is definitely his strongest suit. And he's an kind of anti-zoner as well, because of the smooth. Blows through all kinds of projectiles. Key blast, beam, assist. Doesn't matter. If it's a projectile, this move beats it. So repeat attack, X. Look at that. And Juven's key blast beats super dash. You can see there. Look, Kula's free. This move beats Juven's X. Juven's X is one of the best in the game, honestly. His specials, because it can't be super dash through, and it gels with the vanish as well. So Juven's is has one of the best ones, better ones in the game. And this beats clean through it because it's a projectile. And that's not it. That's not it actually. It also beats air attacks, aka super dash. You see there? It's a 2H. Sick move. I love that move. I love it. One of the reasons why I play Kulok. So yeah. That's good. His strongest use definitely is neutral, and he can slow down the game pretty well because he beats the system. He's pretty good against the system mechanics as well. Like let's say, let's get you to guard. Put this on X. Put this as back. Let's see if he reflect. Okay, he will. Sure, that's a double reflect. Yeah. Yeah, so even if, yeah, back. Yeah, so, yeah, really huge buttons as well, so he kind of can get in your face, back in your face pretty easily. One of the best cross-ups in the game, because of how huge the jump in medium is. You can pretty much cross up anyone pretty easily, kind of like the newest character like Baby 2, Super Baby 2. Yeah, pretty easier, even when point blank range. Whoops. Even at point blank range, right up in their face. Ugh. Yeah, still works. Still goes with a combo as well, because of how look how huge. Because of how huge his buttons are, that's why that works. Like with a character like Vegeta, This works. This hits. It's a good button. But you can see there, you can't get the other. Yeah, you see. Or maybe you can. No, you can't. You see, it's a struggle because it's nowhere near as big as Kuda's tail. It's Kefla as an example. Yeah, hits, but you can't. Maybe you can. With her, maybe it's better. Hers is better than Vegeta's, but the point is, he's one of the best in the game. Easily. This JM right here makes it one of the best cross-up buttons in the game as well. So yeah, he isn't going to rely on mix-ups per se. He's going to rely on pressure, neutral, beating your neutral basically, bypassing your enemy neutral basically, and yeah, play patiently. Wait for your opponent to strike basically, and then counter attack basically. He's got a DP. Whoops, that's not the DP. He's got a DP. That can be done on the air. Or on the air, what am I talking about? It can be done in the air. Or on the ground. 3 versions. You've got this one that's invincible to just air attacks, so stuff like super dash, because it says jump attack. And you got, so it will lose to grounded attacks, and it will lose to level 3s and supers. Yeah, so you do the other way. Yeah, you will lose to that. So let's do it again. Yeah, you see, I got hit and I started it. But you got the EX, I mean the medium one, fully invincible. As it just showed before I get smacked in the face. But yeah. What? What was that? GAG was broken. He did it again. What the heck? Okay, Jiren, calm down. There we go. And then you got the EX version as well, which is basically, that's the properties of the medium, but with the speed of the light. So let me show you. Jiren keeps doing that. There you go. But you can do that, you can cancel it, which is pretty nice. You can press it, yeah. So basically, let me stop Jiren now. He's been slapping me too much. But yeah, you can EX1 with all of them really. You could do just the square, this happens, just do nothing, triangle, press nothing, this just happens, EX, see it's nothing happens. Press square again, hits them behind them, press triangle, hits them in front, triangle, triangle, some in front, triangle, square, some in front. With EX though, you'll always land a kick off though, so let me show you. Square, no you won't, that's a lie. But, so you could do the EX one, you could do circle, square, I think it does, well no it doesn't. Do that, circle, square, circle, triangle, and you could do circle to get this, which is brilliant. I love it for your sweet little damage and for a good slider knockdown. You get slider knockdown anyway, but the OK ain't great. So let me give you an example. See there, full screen. Where if you do that with a with the EX, The Oki's much better. Look at that, right up in his face. So yeah. Also you could do square, circle. Okay, this you only do one kick though if you don't start with the EX version, and all of them can be done in the air. So that's a good point. DPs, not many key characters can do DPs in the air. So yeah, you can do triangle, circle, you know, stuff. It's a DP, so get off me tall. The triangle ones and the circle one only. Square ones only for if someone's super dashing at you. So let's say you're up here. Let's say you're up here. How do I? Okay, there it is. Yeah, you see. You see. Yeah, so if you're in the air, someone super dashes, you can just react with that. It'll work every time. And if it doesn't, this game's rigged. But yeah, his standard jab is pretty fast for a character of his size, honestly. Because most big characters, jab is 7, his is 6. It's the same for the range. You can see there, doesn't hit. But this does, his crouching one does. See there, but yeah, similar to Janemba. Speaking of Janemba, I should probably make a video about him, making a guide about him. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Dive kick. The light one in particular is going to be used for resets. So let me give you an example. And I dropped it. Yeah. Yes, something like that. So you basically get your combo done. Air dash, then you do that. Let me show you again. Yeah, so yeah, this can be done in the corner as well. And I messed up. You don't need to air dash in the corner because you're in the corner, innit? Yeah, so it's mostly in combos. It's basically for resets, and it is an overhead as well. All versions of Photo are overhead. So let's do guard. You see that he's standing. So if I do don't switch, he's gonna get hit. For all versions. And it's just shown. I just shown there. The medium, and the EX one will give slider knockdown. Well, the medium, the light won't give a little knockdown right there. Give a little soft knockdown. I mean, so the opponent has to be standing in order to block it. Yeah. So. So here's the good thing about these dive kicks, and they can be used to get in pretty easily. You can see there. Yeah, then you can start your pressure. Something simple as that. Joke rush, you know. Reset, and then, you know. Yeah. start. Yeah, so that's basically the light, basically your reset tool, you get an in tool. I wouldn't advise doing it with the medium because it's slow. It's a good one if they block it, but it's slow, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, just throwing it out. What I usually use the medium one for is stuff, let's say if you're to land a super dash, you could do that, or you can just do that. This does extra damage, so why not? But you don't have to do that, you could just go straight into a combo. From a super dash. But yeah, that's an option. And also another option, another thing that I do is this. So that's what I do. So you're getting them into a combo. Do this. I dropped it. End the combo. Do this to get your little O key. And then if they block it, good, because I'm plus. So yeah. Yes. So the EX one now, just like the medium, is plus, but with the speed of the light. You can see it's basically so it's the properties, it's the combination of the light and the medium. So it's got the speed of the light with it being plus frames and slightly knockdown, just like the medium. But if it hits, it looks like this, which is actually honestly pretty sick. Look at that. Love it. This can basically, this is what you're going to be, this is what you're most likely going to use for people that, for blockers, if you want people to block. So let me give you an example. Hit them with your low, do this, continue pressure, hit the go, and stuff, like mix. You know, I could just give you a few examples. Basically, you're going to use these to try and open the opponent up with a mixture of your the close up as well. So yeah. Oh, and also you can use it for, like, if you want to get, actually no, this doesn't go for just EX, I think all of them you can do this. Let me just show you the EX. Whoopsie daisy. No, I think it is just the EX. They could do this because the other one doesn't give. You could do into a stronger level one, while the other ones you have to end in the air level one because it doesn't give you sliding knockdown with the light. So you can't do it. Let me show you. Oh, I missed. You see how huge that tail is? You see there, he's already gotten up. So yeah, can't do it. That's cool though. So dive kicks, what did I miss? Death chase, I've done that. Death break, I've done that. Death shaker. Genocidal fist, genocidal uppercut, we've done that. Question stomp, that's this move right here. It counts as a low, so let's see, look. Guard at all, guard style, don't shut, look. Counts as a low, this move. So they have to block it low. You see there, he's crouching when I do this move. and it's safe as well. So it's a good stagger tool. So yeah, and very good for combos as well. This move. Yeah, that's that. Search move lists. I've already shown you Jonathan uppercut. That's the brilliant move. Arguably his greatest tool. Alongside the dive kicks and Death Shaker. Death Shaker is this. Full screen low. That gels. So if you want to check if something does gel into vanish, you just pick them to guard all, make them reflect. Check if he reflects, yeah. And then you vanish once it hits. Okay, look, no reflect. Because look, if I try to do something else, you see there. See there. So this thing is a good get-in tool as well. It does go full screen, and it gels. So it's an instant way in. They can't do anything about it. It is unsafe though. Yeah, look, minus 14. It is unsafe, so yeah. So you can kind of do this to mix up your opponent as well, kind of. Like you can hit them with some overheads and then hit them with a low. Mix your lows with your overheads, basically. And Death Flash is the last one. That's the beam, right? Yeah. Love his scream. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure that the game's not loud enough. I'll put it down to 10, all of them, to make sure you guys can hear me. So yeah. Yeah, it's a beam. And it can be done again. So that's good. And just like any other beam, it gels. So again, like I said, you want to check, you just there. The good thing about Kuba's tools is that most of his things gel into vanish. Wait, let me put that back in. Let me get some more bar. That gels. All versions of the die kick gel. See, but I wouldn't do it for the EX or the medium because they're plus on block anyway. like I'm plus. So if they hit a button, they get clapped anyway. So there's no point. Let me give you a little. You see. You see. Let me do it with the EX to show you. You see, they can't do anything. The only thing you can't. Yeah, you see, you get hit. Yeah, you see, you get hit with the light. But you can't punish it. You can block. I could just block after it. Yeah, I can't backdash. Yeah, I can't backdash. Yeah, I can't backdash. But I can block. So, but if you do this, they can't mesh. They just can't. Because that's the good thing. That's the beauty about plus and block moves. Mashes the loose. So yeah. I think that's all. I think that's what this whole moveset just went through, innit? I'm saying when it comes to tools, I think Cooler is in the top 3. Just by tools kit alone. His tools get the job done. His tools can beat most characters by itself. And also another good thing about Cooler, he's a self-sufficient character. What does this mean? This basically means that the character doesn't need assist to back him up to get him managed to make him uber, like not uber, to make him a threat on the screen. Basically, he's like Nappa, for example. Nappa needs assist. He absolutely needs assist. The same, you could say Cooler's similar to S. Broly in this way, where both of those characters don't really need assist to back them up. Same thing with Z Broly, Janemba, Base Goku. You know, characters that don't need assist in order to like thrive on the battlefield. Basically, Cooler's one of those. He really doesn't need it because of how his tools work. Got these moves, got a beam, this 6H, arguably his greatest move, the dive kicks, and if they block it, as mentioned before, plus, and depending on the spacing, the frame advantage is better. So point blank is usually -2, +2 I mean. Yeah, so if you space it out correctly, space it out to the max, it's +5. Same for the EX. +4. I'm getting the distance wrong. There, +5. So yeah, he's one of those characters one of those self-sufficient characters, one of the most good at it, because he doesn't need assist. Like, there's even characters like Kibu or Team Gohan are considerably and significantly weaker than they are by themselves when you compare them with 2 assists backing them up, because it's not that they're bad by themselves, it's just that they're significantly worse by themselves than they are with assists. But Cooler is not like that. Cooler can have assists backing him up, and he can be by himself just fine because of how his tools work. Yeah. So yeah, that's Cooler. So next, let's get into the assists, shall we? This is the A assist. Let's go to the C assist, shall we? Yeah, it's A assist. It's a I need help. That's actually funny, but yeah, it's a DP. So it's basically the medium DP. So it does what the DP does. It's fully invincible once he gets going. But yeah, it's a DP. Really good range for a DP. You can combo off it. You know, yeah. So very good. So you can use it defensively because it is a DP. So if you see someone like super dashing at you, for example, you could just press L to your cooler like that, just like that. It'll work every time if you call it at the right time anyway. But yeah, it's a defensive assist and it can be used for combos and scrambles. Yeah, that's Cooler's A assist. Next, just B assist. I think this is his weakest assist. It's not bad, but this is definitely his weakest assist if you ask me. It's his 3H. It's a 3H, right? So you're thinking, hey, that must be really good, right? It is his 3H. 3H is like arguably his best move, which is what you said. So why is it like his weakest? Why do you think it's the weakest? Well, I'm glad you asked. The thing is, it's... I don't know. I don't know if I can explain it to you. One, the speed is could be better. Let's just be completely honest. And two, you can, and two is not fully invincible like the DP is. So I'm just saying. So it kind of is. So A and B are technically two DP assists, two defensive assists technically, because it is a free H, which means it should be able to be super dash. If it doesn't, then there's something wrong. So let's get. Did I set him to block? Okay, I did. Yeah, it's the free H, so it beats what the free H beats. It's the free H. That was way too late. Yeah, you see, this goes for projectiles as well. But you see there, he needs some time to, because he got hit out of it. You see there. But it is the free H, so if he's out, he'll get hit. So yeah. That's, yeah, so yeah. It doesn't go full screen. What? That's one. Two, it's kind of slow. Like, let's get the BA assist out. 26 frames, pretty fast. 40 frames. Yeah, that's a big difference. And let's check the frame rate on this. 29, pretty good. It's average. And yeah, the BS is a better block stun, but the block stun is not that big of a deal. It's like 3 frames difference. The hit stun. Let's check the hit stun. 65 hits. 65 frames of hit stun. Now let's check the B assist. I set him to block it and like, oh, why did I do that? Yeah, let's try again. Both basically the same hit stun. The B assist is easier to combo off of, because all you have to do is jump. Where with the A assist, you can do it, but it's definitely harder to combo off of, because at certain points you're gonna have to like super jump in order to get it consistently. I'm using A assist because I want to learn how to use DP assist, because I usually don't use DP assist, but I think his best assist is the A or the C. The C is really good. Here's why. It's a beam. That's all that needs to be said. It's a beam. I love, maybe it's just this is just me being biased towards C beam assist, but if your C assist is a beam, then I automatically like it. That's just me. But yeah, that's cooler. Yeah, so that's cooler. That's cooler, so yeah, it's my little cooler guide. He's very fundamental character. Basically, what you're going to, in order to beat character, you have to be a very patient man. Basically, very patient player. Basically, overwhelm your character, overwhelm them with your free H and your die kicks, in order to open them up when you get them blocking. Hit them with your die kicks. The die kicks. They try to pressure you anyway. Use this. Or your DBs. No, if they're up in your face. If they're super dash you, you have two options. You have the light one, or the other. All the DP options work, of course. And then of course you have the free H. And obviously your 2H that every character has. So yeah. Yeah, so Kudo, arguably the most underrated character in this game, in my opinion. Yeah, probably him. Him and Janemba, I think, are the most underrated characters in this game. But that's just me. So, yeah, that's cooler. Next, I'm going to be talking about Master Roshi. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the Master Roshi guide. Yeah, take care.